Most AI startups are doomed to fail, even the funded ones. And this is the harsh truth that no one really talks about. So I want to dive deep into why the majority of AI startups are destined to fail. And this video explores the reasons why so many AI ventures don't make it, including unrealistic expectations, lack of product market fit, and challenges of scale, complex technology. So by providing an unfiltered look at the AI startup ecosystem, I aim to give you this perspective for all these aspiring entrepreneurs, because including me, I'm currently working on an AI startup as well, which is called Zavata.ai. It's an AI interviewer that schedules and screens candidates completely automatically and then brings all the data for the hiring manager, saving hours of time and a lot of money. So that's what I'm currently working on. But what makes it so that I am not doomed to fail? And what are the steps that you got to take so that your startup just doesn't, fail, right? Because if you're spending so much time into your startup, you don't really want it to fail. And what do I mean by failure? Failure means lack of product market fit, not able to get and close any customers, and basically no one's using your product, no profits or revenue, right? So that's what actually means by uh, failing in the startup ecosystem. So there are some key points I want to talk about. So firstly, the AI hype trap. So everyone gets into this AI hype trap. Is basically like the dot-com bubble, right? Everyone is rushing to create the next big AI startup, but most are chasing trends without a solid plan. And the hype actually leads to oversaturation and unrealistic expectations, setting many startups for failure. So what are the core problems in AI startups? Of course, this talent shortage. I mean, it's hard to find skilled AI professionals. Like big companies dominate the talent pool. Why do you think the salaries are they're like crazy, right? They're about like 500,000 to $1 million per annum for AI companies working in Silicon Valley, and because they want to create this cohort of the best talent pool inside the company, because they don't want their competitors to hire the talent, right? And it sounds crazy, but that's how it is. That's how the startup ecosystem is. And there's a lot of over promising as well. So I think what we've seen with stability is there was a lot of hype, a lot of over promising to investors, and even investors come into this zone of it becoming the next big thing. Don't get me wrong, it is the next big thing, but then we shouldn't be having unrealistic expectations, right? And if you're really trying to create a foundation model, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to do that if you're completely bootstrapping. And now it comes to the next point I want to discuss is GPT wrappers. So don't just build a simple GPT wrapper, and I'd say don't even build a GPT wrapper at all. So what are GPT wrappers? So GPT wrappers are basically anything that you build on top of OpenAI API. All you do is just take the OpenAI API, you put that in, and you basically just build on top of that. And my startup is actually based on that as well. But this is where depth comes in. It's not just a GPT wrapper. For example, like you see a lot of these videos like chat with PDF, analyze PDFs, extract PDFs. All of these are like very, very thin wrappers. And the problem with thin wrappers is that they're very, very easy to replicate. Like anyone can build that. And this is not what you want, because there is no moat. Moat is basically how difficult it is for other companies to copy you. And the way the word moat actually started was, in the era of kings, the moat was basically this whole water body that surrounded the castle, so that enemies couldn't really enter the castle directly. There was this moat, and they had to cross that moat, and which was incredibly difficult. Maybe that's why you've seen that they're like big gates, they open, and then it crosses the moat, right? That can only happen if the kingdom allows it to. So that is what moat means, and you have to really focus on building moat for your startup. So now you understand the pitfalls, you understand the hype about AI, you also understand not to build GPT wrappers, but you still want to make money, right? Because this is the time to build. This is the best time to build anything using GPT. So honestly, before I get to the next point, even if you build a thin wrapper, But if you market it really well, there is a market for it. And someone might even acquire you for that, right? That happened to my own startup as well. It was a simple GPT wrapper, which I exited in December 2023 for $30,000. That was a big check for me, which led me to delve deeper into AI and increase my belief in the whole ecosystem itself. So now let's discuss how to build sustainable AI SaaS or even start an AI automation agency. First thing is identify a niche market. The smaller the niche market, the better it is. Because if you go around chasing a big market, you're already doomed to fail. You have to find these small pockets of markets where the big guys like ChatGPT, Claude, they're not able to serve. This is where your sweet spot is. This is where you can actually find your blue whale, not blue whale, sorry, your blue ocean strategy, right? That's what you want to build. So first you have to understand the customer needs. You might have something unique that not that maybe not maybe the big guys don't, right? So focus on that and find the niche there. And then you have to develop your unique value proposition and then scale solutions, right? So you have to focus on scalable solutions. If your product is not scalable and solely relies on GPT and maybe your customers, your competitors can really undercut the pricing, and it's just going to zero. You don't want that to happen, right? So now let's talk about automation agency. You have to offer tailored solutions and actually build proprietary tools and toolings like chatbots, workflow automations, or even predictive analysis specifically for your client itself, and even give like consulting services. And then you have to really focus on ROI. What's the return on investment that the client pays you? It has to be more than what the client pays you, right? So that has to be your most important thing. And then sustainability and growth. So there are subscription models, but again, you have to really focus on partnerships, other integrations, and also there's continuous learning, right? Because you just can't rely on something that you've learned today, because every day there's something happening. And I'm currently building, for internally for myself, I'm working on this uncensored GPT, where I just ask it anything. Like it can be literally anything, and it just gives me answers, right? Because I don't want, I just hate it when ChatGPT says, "Hey, I'm trained not to give this. It's against my policy and shit." GPT knows everything, but it's not giving it to you, right? So that's why I'm building my own local uncensored model. So these are a couple of points that I want to discuss with you. Hope this video added some value to you guys. And if you really want to become a part of my community, I've dropped in the Discord channel. Already have around like 46 members in my Discord. And soon, when I hit product market fit, I'm going to make it paid. The minimum is going to be $97 a month, and because I'll be sharing courses, resources, code bases, everything that I learn on a daily basis there, right? So currently it's just going to be free completely until I hit product market fit. When I hit product market fit, you just rush, right? It's just going to be super linear. So that's what I'm focused on. So in the end, I just like to say, focus on super linear returns. That's it.